Welcome back to another video. This is a video I didn't plan to make for, I don't know, a year and a half from now or something. We bought Critter here, give or take 6 months ago, and our intention was to be full-time on the road for 2 years, going up to Alaska and through Canada and the Northeast and everywhere else we haven't been. And we were doing that, and 6 months in, my brother had a major surgery coming up, and we came down to Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana to kind of help keep an eye on him a little bit, and he recovered in about 10 minutes. And so while we were here, let's look a little bit at real estate, and shocked to find just great deal in this little house in this little community that had suffered a couple of major employment closures, and kind of a little microcosm of real estate. And there were great deals, and we picked up one, and wasn't the intention. So now we're here in Texas, and we're going to be here for a while because we bought this house and we're going to renovate it and so forth and so on. So I don't know what the future holds, but it does have a great RV awning for keeping Critter out of the sun, and because it is bloody hot here. And we spent last weekend at Galveston, and just north there's some great beaches there. I can't remember the name of the county, but you pay like $10 and you can stay on the beach for a year if you want to. We just stayed overnight. Not really the time of year you want to be this part of the country exposed too much. But again, to this RV's credit, you know, having the 800 amp hours of lithium batteries, the 800 watts of solar on top, the generator, the dual alternator inside, it just does a great job. It's like 109, so you do have to keep the AC running like full time to stay ahead of that, and so we did that. Really, the biggest downside is just the mosquitoes were just incredible. Once you hit dusk, much like the time we spent in Cameron, Louisiana, the mosquitoes just came out, and they're just a vengeance. And I'm not a big fan of mosquitoes. I grew up in this area, and that's always been a memory of mine, and so I don't like those guys at all. We did do a lot of continued modifications to make this RV, I think, all that it could be. And again, I think Coachman did a great job on all the features and everything that they did. And I've got a lot of comments asking questions about the specifics of the power supply and things like that, which I think is really, really good questions, because that was the trigger for us to make this selection. You know, factory installed 800 amp hours of lithium battery, the solar with the ability to expand, which we did. There were two 200 watt panels, and we added 2 more for, you know, 800 watts up there total. It makes a big difference. And I was really on the fence, and I talked about this in the comments about, man, should we even have a generator? I mean, we never use that generator, and the truth is, in the winter, you really rarely do. I mean, you're using your furnace, but that goes on your propane, so, you know, no battery use there. But if you're going to be in the United States in the summertime, I don't know that there's really anywhere you can go to escape 100 degrees at some point or another. We've got a lot of families, but a lot of time up in Idaho, and 100 degrees is not unusual anymore there. So I've learned through this summer that the generator actually is very important, very useful. Now, this is also a dual fuel generator. So you've got a switch on there. And originally when we purchased the RV, we were told, look, it comes from the factory and it chooses one. It's either going to be from your gas tank or from your propane, and it's set, and you don't have the ability to change it. Well, as you know, last month we were in back at Motorhome Specialist in Texas, and we had an issue with the generator running for like 10 minutes and then shutting off. It turns out it was a very easy fix, and the generator specialist was going through it and troubleshooting, trying to figure this out, and he was the one that said, no, here's the switch right here. You can go, you know, hold it here, or put it up in this position, and it runs from your gas, put it down this position, runs from your propane. Simple as that. Well, that's pretty cool. So anyway, we do use the generator in the summertime for the AC. And what I found interesting, I didn't know this, the generator produces so much power that, you know, when the AC is on, you know, it is providing everything for that AC, and it's pumping another 50 amps roughly into the battery bank. So you're running with the generator on, running the AC, your batteries, it produces enough power that your batteries still continue to charge up through that, so that you can run it for a while, get your batteries juiced up to 95, 100%, whatever you want, shut that thing off, and then just let the AC run for hours on battery alone. And it's interesting to see people's faces, especially when you're out on the beach with a lot of other RVs around, in whether Southwest Louisiana or Texas or whatever, where you can still do that, and see them, you know, kind of look at you like, I hear the air conditioning running, but they're clearly not plugged in because there's nowhere to do that, and there's no generator running, and you can do that for hours. So we really, really like that capability about this RV. We did also install a water filtration system in it underneath the sink. A little bit of plumbing involved there, but went really, really well. So now all the water comes out of the sink already filtered, so we don't have to use that separate. We were doing a separate one where you know, we'd fill this jug with water and then it was filtered through that, and that was a little bit of a hassle. It wasn't a big deal, but it's really nice not to have to worry about that anymore. Let's see, what else did we do? A couple other, you know, minor things just to make it a little more comfortable and so forth, and you know, still dialing it in a little bit, although we're going to dial back on that and focus on this thing over here. And you know, we'll see what the future holds. But thank you for watching. We're now approaching something like 200,000 views on all of these videos together, and you know, I was hoping when I did it I might get a couple hundred, maybe 300 people, you know, to watch this. And you know, so I'm really excited about that. I continue to not be paid by anybody for anything. I don't get a nickel from YouTube or Motorhome Specialist or Coachman or anything. So everything I tell you is exactly how I feel about this, and I have no incentive to say otherwise. Thanks for watching.